It's about 9:30 on Friday morning, and we've driven up across the A65 to the M6, and then up the M6 past the Lake District area. So we're now at T-Bay, which is like a service station where we're going to go and have a stretch the legs and go to the toilet. I think it's about 20 miles or 15 miles south of Penrith. So we're just this nice little service station here. We're inside the services at T-Bay. There's like a restaurant thing. Look at that, what's all them lounges? Should we go and see what that is? Huh? It's what? Ooh, look at this. This is like a nice little view with a pond and everything here, isn't it? This is the cafe sitting area. It's got like a lovely lake view there. There's a train going along. There's all sorts of stuff, isn't there?
That's creepy.
In the shop and everything, yeah. I think ice cream. The price of it all, £24 for the brand. We've got all the breads, look there. £4.45 for a loaf.
Just smell the bread.
Smell the bread. Yeah, all different types of bread. And then there's like a butcher's behind there. Midwinter mead. Christmas mead. Christmas pudding wine. Look at that.
Christmas pudding.
Christmas pudding wine. Look at that.
It smells pretty.
About 10:30. We're just on the south side of Penrith at the minute. You can see the sign says King Arthur's Round Table. Well, it isn't anything to do with King Arthur, but you see this round thing here. This is a feature which is thought to be about 2,500 to 3,000 years old. So it predates the sort of King Arthur type period. So it's a prehistoric feature. We'll go and have a look. There's a little sign in the grass there which maybe tells us a bit about it. So there's two earthworks. So we've actually got this one, that was one here, and there's another one like further up on the field up there. Well, it says it's about 2,000 to 1,000 BC, so that is 3 to maybe even 4,000 years old. A wide ditch and a low circular platform, earthen bank, an entrance to it. The road has destroyed some of it, so that's that road there, presumably destroyed it. So it might have been a meeting place for a large prehistoric community. Not really sure what it is. You know, that's what they're saying. Not really sure what it is, but it's quite old, isn't it? 3,000 to 4,000 years old. This is a prehistoric monument. So you see the raised platforms there, and then the sort of circular moat thing, and even this bit's been destroyed by that road on that end. It would have went round there, like that. And there's another feature up there in that field. So yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? So we are in Penrith, just parked up behind Morrison's there, and there's this is the castle ruins here, and the station is just up here as well, I think, or somewhere around here. Station Hotel, look there, railway station. We're going to go and have a look at the castle area here. So we're here in the castle park. We'll have a look at that. Yeah. Well, he's cutting the grass there, look. There's a moat going around it. 1396 built the castle. 1471 given to Richard, and future King Richard III. Yeah, across the bridge. Ooh. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you're going to fall into a river, are you? Just a bit of grass down there, a bit of stone. That's the moat around the castle there. Wow, is there a moat? Stop people getting in, yeah. Welcome to Penrith Castle. So it's all free and everything, isn't it? So Ralph Neville granted the manor of 1396, built the castle soon afterwards. So it's about 1400 then, isn't it, the castle? So it's quite old. It's not the oldest you can get, but it's quite old. Yeah. So 620 years old. And what we can see here is we can see the back of the area of Moorhouse World Biosphere Reserve. So You've got Great Dun Fell, which is here, with a little tiny ball on top of it. It's a golf ball radar station, and Little Dun Fell. And then you've got this big long one here, which is, what's it called? I forgot what it's called now, but it's the highest point on the Pennines, that one there. And then behind that, so to the east, is Moor House, and it gently slopes down, whereas on this side it steeply slopes down. So what happens is, when the fronts come across the wind, it then suddenly steeply rises up from the Eden Valley, up the side of those hills, and then deposits all the rain on the other side. And so then you get all the peat and everything on that World Biosphere Reserve, the Moor House World Biosphere Reserve, behind there, Upper Teesdale. So it's Upper Teesdale in that direction. But here on the Eden Valley side of things, yeah, here we go. So it's quite good that you can just come in here and walk around for free, isn't it? So we're surrounded here. There's the station, the train station, and then there's also some like more shops and things up here, like Iceland and things like that up that way. I noticed when we're sort of driving in. Let's see what this sign says. So with all the rain we've had, I mean, it's been dry all summer, all autumn, but yesterday loads and loads of rain, and that's all ponded up and made it all a bit muddy and things. Just home for future kings. So Richard III lived here. And was Richard III the one they found in Leicester buried in? Is that right, or was that different?
The one in the car park.
The car park, yeah. They found him, and then they reburied him, I think.
Which one was what?
Richard III lived here for a bit. Before he became the king.
Is
Yeah?
he the one?
Duke of Gloucester. He lived for several years before he became king in 1483. So we're here, look, the Red Tower was that one. That's the Red Tower. The apartments were all along the back there. That's all the apartments.
Is he
And
the
you got
guy who killed
gate and a great
the
hall.
other
Kitchen.
two? The kids who were like...
That was the kitchen area. So there we go. That was Penrith Castle anyway. So this is a little parkland. So we're just on the, it's really the centre of town this is in. A little green space centre of town. Carry on, what are you doing? There's a little paddling pool there, look, just opposite the castle. And we've got the bowling greens. And tennis courts. And the clubhouse there and everything, toilets. And then like a bandstand up here in the monument. You can have a look. But unfortunately this time of year the flowers has been dug up and ready for the winter flowers planting soon, I think. So this is where you get the helm wind, which blows, suddenly comes up the valley, and very, very fast winds, because the air rises, has to be forced to rise over the hills there as it comes from the westerlies. The fronts come over. So this is in memory of the Boer War, South African War, 1899, 1902. Yeah, when you think about it, what was that about, eh? Yeah.
Mary always finds a stick, don't you? Just like a little doggy.
We're just walking back down from that castle area in the park, going down into the sort of, back into the town area here. We're just coming through this little estate, which has got a lot of trees, and it's on obviously on a hill, but they've made like paths. They're quite high up this from the main road, this path. Like terracing type system going on. Oh. There's a little square here, some shops on it. So a little alley in Penrith with different shops on it. charity shops, some of these are. Fish and chips. Like a main old square with all the old planks and things on. Amazingly they're still open. Yeah, family grocers, yeah, 1880, that one. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it?